How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. So in this video, I want to break down 5 stocks with potential short squeezes ahead. And no, it's not AMC, it's not GameStop. Those are two givens, right? We obviously know about those. And I want to just break down my thoughts overall on these 5 stocks and talk a little bit about what a short squeeze is, what causes that. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, go down below, get 2 stocks from Webull, $30 from M1 Finance. Those are free, and let's get right into the video. So like I said, AMC, GameStop, those are obvious. These are given. I mean, these are the king and queen of, short squeezes, right? We've seen ridiculous moves in the past, and just as of late, AMC's gone from $12 all the way to almost $20 today, and that's just in the past 3 days. And I believe AMC and GameStop, their short interest as of now is about 20-25%, and this stuff changes every single day, guys, so you have to keep up with it. And you all can see what happened a couple months ago. I mean, AMC went from $2 to $25. GameStop went from like $10 to $500. That is unbelievable. And now you can see in the past couple of days, GameStop's gone from 160 to about 240. So let's break down these stocks. Number 1 here, we have Workhorse, ticker symbol WKHS. And first and foremost, what is short interest? Short interest in layman's terms is the percentage of the shares out there that are being sold short. So when you're looking at a stock, you can buy it and go long, or you can short the stock. So 36%, or rather 35% of the shares out there, according to highshortinterest.com, are short when it comes to Workhorse. So in other words, they have a 35% short interest. And when you're shorting a stock, you want the stock to go down, right? So let's say you want to short a stock, you borrow the shares from a brokerage, you sell them to the market immediately, banking on those shares going down in price so you can buy them back, and you pretty much keep that spread. You keep the difference there from when you initially, borrowed them, sold them, then you bought them back. You keep that spread if the stock goes down. If the stock doesn't go down, you're going to get burnt. There's unlimited losses when it comes to shorting stocks, but we're not going to talk about that now. And what causes a short squeeze? Well, it's when there's either a fundamental change in the business, and a lot of these shorts are buying back their shares to cover their position. That is one thing that could cause it. Or we have an army of people on Wall Street bets that buy a stock at once, causing, I guess you can say, an artificial short squeeze. In the example with GameStop a couple months ago, I mean, they were shorting the crap out of that stock. The short interest was over 100%, so they were shorting more shares than were even out there in existence, which, I mean, gosh, that is a whole different rabbit hole right there. That is unbelievable. And they pretty much ganged up on the hedge funds, Wall Street Bets did, and they bought up so much GameStop to the point where they forced the hedge funds, the institutional investors, to cover their short. And again, when they cover, that is when they buy back the stock, and then that ultimately squeezes the stock up, which is called a short squeeze. And it's just so much buying momentum that pushes it up. That, in layman's terms, is what a short squeeze is. And like I said, Workhorse as of now has a 35% short interest. That is insane. It's one of the highest right now in the stock market. And you guys can see today, we probably had a short squeeze. This move from $8.20 to $9 in the span of 20-30 minutes, that was about an 8% move, and I would say this is a short squeeze. We got that pop followed by a bit of a sell-off, followed by another pop from $8.70 to $9.20, and now we're sitting at $8.90, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw yet again another bounce off this moving average here, the 180 moving average on the intraday chart, for a move maybe towards $9.20 again, mid-9s, maybe maybe back up above $10. And just because a stock has a high short interest, it doesn't necessarily mean it is going to short squeeze. It doesn't necessarily mean that. But what it does mean is a lot of people are bearish on the stock. People don't have faith in the stock. I mean, look, if you go to Apple and you see their short interest, it's pretty much nothing. You know, who is going to short Apple unless you're a ballsy investor? I don't even know, but who is going to short Apple? Usually you see high short interest in companies that are rocky, they're failing. A lot of people think they're going to fail. You don't see high short interest in companies like Google, Apple, Amazon. I mean, no one in their right mind wants to short those stocks because, let's be honest, long term, all they have done is gone up. But Workhorse, on the flip side, they didn't get the USPS contract. The stock collapsed, and now you look at the stock and you're like, what in the world? Why would I invest in Workhorse? I mean, what is the potential now that they lost the USPS contract? So it's in a negative spotlight right now, Workhorse is, and that is why there's such a high short interest. So for all we know, this could continue going down. You know, the shorts could make a ton of money. But on the flip side, who knows? We might get a short squeeze, and what we saw today could be the start of this massive short squeeze. I mean, today we got a short squeeze. It wasn't that big. It was about 8-9%, which I guess that is a pretty big move. That's when you know you're in the 2020, 2021 stock market, when you think a 10% move is nothing. But hey, what can I say? That is the market we're living in. So stock one is Workhorse. Again, 35% short interest. Blink is another one, BLNK. This one has a 38% short interest. The stock is up 6% today. And this one, I mean, look, this is a company that you could argue is better than Workhorse. I would say it is better than Workhorse, and it could have a successful future. And you might ask yourself, why the heck are the hedge funds, the big boys, the institutions, whatever, why are they shorting this so much? I don't even know. I don't know why, to be honest. Maybe they see the fundamentals deteriorating. Maybe they just want to manipulate the stock and buy in at lower prices. I don't know why they're shorting Blink so much. Or maybe they think it's overvalued. That's another reason why big money short stocks, because they ultimately think the stock's overvalued. So this could definitely be prone to a short squeeze. You guys can see on the intraday chart, it went from 32 to about 34.50 today, about a 6% move. So I want to monitor this. And in today's world of investing, trading, it's pretty funny the world we're living in. You know, we have a meme stock watch list. We have a short squeeze stock watch list, which is pretty much the stocks we're talking about today, because you want to keep an eye on these stocks just in case they go bananas and you want to take part of the action. That is why I'm looking at them. I mean, quite frankly, I'm not in any of these stocks we're talking about today, but if we see a big move to the upside, I might day trade these stocks. You know, that's why I'm talking about them and bringing them to your attention, right? So Blink is number 2, Tootsie Roll is number 3, ticker symbol TR, and I couldn't even tell you the last time I had a Tootsie Roll product. Let me know in the comments if you remember the last time you did, whether it's the Tootsie Pop or the roll, or you know what I'm talking about, the little stick looking thing that you unpeel and it's a Tootsie Roll, whatever you want to call it, guys. You know, when's the last time you had one? Let me know. I couldn't tell you. But look, this one's up 1% today. The short interest on Tootsie Roll is 28.5%. And we saw a big move a couple months ago. This one did get hot. It went from $30 to about $60. That is when we did see short squeeze after short squeeze on Tootsie Roll. But ever since then, it's dropped, obviously, and it's been consolidating at about $30, right about $30, $33, $35. So I want to see if we end up taking out, let's say, $35. So I'm going to put an alert at 35 for Tootsie Roll. From there, plus this short interest of 28%, who knows? We could be squeezing a lot higher, and that is why it's on my short squeeze list, watch list. The next one is ticker symbol BBBY, also known as Bed Bath & Beyond. This one is up 10% today. It's short squeezing, I'd say. I mean, it's up from 24 to about 26.50, so it's up a couple bucks throughout the day. And like you guys saw a couple months ago, this one went bananas as well, from $20, more like $18, $17, all the way to $58. So it pretty much 3x'd, and ever since then it cooled off. But overall, you guys can clearly see the trend is holding, even though it's sold off. You can see it's holding. We're holding a range between $25 and about $30, $32. So I want to see now that we're short squeezing, will we take out the 180 SMA resistance here at about 27? I'm going to put an alert right there. Do we break out of this and end up going up towards, let's say, $31, $30? I think that's very possible, and that is the window that I would like to swing, or maybe even day trade BBY, depending on the price action. And the last one today is Clover. This is a Chamath Palihapitiya play. This one got slammed after a short report. There's a lot of craziness. There has been a lot of craziness with Clover Health Investments, and quite frankly, I haven't been tracking it too closely, so I couldn't tell you recently what's been going on. But what I do know is, like I said, there was some craziness a couple months ago. The stock went from $18 to $6, and we haven't really gone much under $6. We can see we held that in the beginning of March, also in the end of March, beginning middle of April, and now in May we've held $6 all month, and we're peaking above $7 now. We're pretty much in the mid sevens, up 4.5% today, and they have a very high short interest of about 32%. And this one is probably one of the most attractive ones, I'd say. There's a lot of bad press. A lot of the shares are being sold short. And if we get an army behind this stock, Clover, I mean, the market cap's not even that high either. This could be manipulated. If we get an army behind this stock, I mean, let me pull up the market cap. It can't be a lot. It's got to be in the low billions, if not millions. I mean, what's the market cap on this? $2.9 billion. Okay, $3 billion. This could definitely be manipulated. It could definitely be squeezed, and I think we could end up going back over $8, $9, maybe $11, $12. And by the way, guys, this is all speculation. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows if these stocks will squeeze. For all we know, all of these stocks get hammered down even more, and we never see a short squeeze. But again, I just want to bring them to your attention in case we do see a short squeeze on even one of these, one of the 5 stocks. If we see a short squeeze, we could hop in and make some good old money. So Workhorse, Blink, Tootsie Roll, Bed Bath & Beyond, Clover, and obviously AMC and GameStop. These are the top ones that I'm looking at in terms of high short interest and potential for a big, massive short squeeze. So if you all enjoyed the video, found some value in it, feel free to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell as well. That means a lot to me. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm as well if you guys do those things. And feel free to check out my Patreon if you guys want real-time buys, sells, what I'm doing in the markets, whether it's trading, options, long-term investments, all of that's on Patreon. You also get a morning update video and a bunch of exclusive content on there as well. Check that out, link down below, or you guys can go to StockSurfFest.com/Patreon. That's StockSurfFest.com/Patreon. Also, feel free to get $30 from M1 Finance and 2 stocks from Webull. Those are free, link down below as well. I'll see you all in the next video. Keep crushing the markets. Stay safe out there. Good luck, everybody. Trade at your own risk. As always, peace out.